there was a process before, I arrived at my 2 words, and it was, what are the things that offend you? What are things that kind of just poke at you? And interestingly enough, that was really the starting point for that. And presenting hope is just are my 2 words. The idea of presenting something is, this is me. This is who I am. This is how God created me. And the choice then is for the other person. You can only present, the goodness of God. You present the gospel. You show it through your works. There's a personal responsibility then that is on the receiver of the other person. And that gives me freedom because I just live my life. I'm intentional about certain things, but I can't force beliefs on somebody. I can't force myself on anybody. So that's the presenting piece. And hope, my hope is in Jesus. Anyone's hope is in Jesus. And I love my devotional time with the Lord. And so to present him as a minister of reconciliation, the word says, or, my feet are, from our Ephesians series, fitted with the readiness of the gospel, fitted with peace. That's what I want to present everywhere I'm going, just connecting to the greater story of God, presenting hope.
Well, my 2 words actually have changed over time, but after looking back, I realized none of them were wrong. It's just some of them maybe is a little more focused and maybe a little bit more. And I think the tricky thing about that is sometimes those things that you do so naturally is what really your 2 words come from, but they're so natural to you that you don't even know that you're doing it. So my 2 words were seeking solutions. If I hear a situation, it can be anything. It can be anything from setting up travel plans and can't get things done, or a way a system is done, or whatever. My mind just immediately starts going with solutions, and I'm not even thinking about that I'm thinking about it, and then all of a sudden I have the solution.
What fuels me, I can boil down to my 2 words, which are sharing freedom. And that has a couple different meanings for me. So sharing freedom, sharing the freedom that we have in Christ. And that's based off Galatians 5:1, which says, "It's for freedom that Christ has set you free. Therefore, do not burden yourself again with a yoke of slavery." And just the thought of the freedom that Christ purchased for us, and that we are victors already. If we can live in that instead of the slavery of what we think should take place, or the things that we're currently doing that we're enslaved to. Sharing that with others is huge. And then also sharing my freedom that I've been given, sharing that to serve others. That's what fuels me.
So my 2 words are encouraging simplicity. And it was funny, through this process, I kind of found out that I have an evangelism gift. And at first I was like, I just like to tell people like the things I like, or encourage them just with the things that they're doing, or just cool things I see in others. But because I didn't really have a name for that, I didn't really step into that a lot. And so a lot of times I feel like I would get a nudge to tell someone something or encourage them in a certain way, and I would kind of refrain from doing it because I was scared or worried about how they would take it. And now I just, declaring my 2 words, I'm just able to like recognize when God is calling me to share something or to encourage someone with something. And I recognize that, and I just do it, and I don't feel scared to do it anymore because I know that is how God's created me to be, and what he wants me to do with my life.